sa hiling po nindo, sir, ano po ang main cause ning problem kung tano nagkakauga ning traffic congestion igdi po sa area na tiga-handle nindo?
Yung pagbigayan dyan sa intersection, halos lahat kasi na nakikita ko, halos lahat parang gustong mauna. Hindi nagbibigayan.
Everyday transportation is a struggle for most of us. Dennis, a college student in his early 20s, proving that the majority of Filipinos, regardless of age, gender, and status, are struggling in a day-to-day setting. The same as always, Dennis is forced to sacrifice his 2 supposed hours of sleep to just be present in his first class. This became a daily routine for him. Up until now, he still doesn't have any late or absent marks, but according to him, during unlucky days, it is always expected to be late by a couple of minutes or so. Problems in transportation exist in every community, especially in urban areas like in Naga City. One of the problems present is distress and discomfort. Commuting in a jeep, tricycle, padjak, and etc. will always leave you exhausted regardless of the duration. Public vehicles always have space, commuter hygiene, and noise-related problems.
Traffic as a major issue has many contributing factors. One of them is the prevalence of illegal unloading and loading of passengers. Drivers consider every side of the road as one, and sometimes they do it in the middle of the road. Another reason is Naga has many modes of transportation. It usually takes the majority of the road area, leaving a small percentage for private vehicles. It also causes chaos on the road since there are no organized specifications of routes. Illegal parking and taking the area for pedestrians as a parking area is another problem in Naga. This forces the pedestrians to walk on the road width, decreasing the area for vehicles. Lastly, due to the high competition for commuters, public vehicle drivers are also forced to employ tactics, commonly negative personal behaviors that will generate more income, which unfortunately will contribute more on the existing traffic.
Over the years, transportation status and its development shows how it is strongly related to economic progress. As the community demands for necessities increase, the need for transportation facilities and infrastructures is pressing. That is why we have transportation economics, or the study of the allocation of transportation resources in order to meet the needs of a society.
Transportation economic effects on society are divided into 2 levels. The first one is a microeconomic level. In this category, the transportation activities contribute to a percentage of the nation or region's economic development. Example of this is a trade between nations with the help of ocean transportation, import and export.
While at microeconomic level, transportation helps to improve the economy of a certain group of a community. Raw materials and machinery are very important resources for many private sectors. They can have access to those thanks to transportation.
There are many factors that transportation influences: resources, costs, security, money, development, and availability. So to conclude, transportation covers all sectors and people within the society. Through transportation economics, should we know how to maximize transportation by its micro and macro effects in the economy, development and prosperity is not far-fetched.
The intersection road in Blumentritt Street connects three major locations in Naga, which are Panginiban, Dayangdang, and Francia. This specific areas offers and serves as a convenient route. That is why many vehicles are using it. This results in heavy traffic flow and then proportionate vehicle count to its road area, which unfortunately ends up creating branches of problems that affect the residents and vehicle owners. On the other hand, Lester, one of Dennis' classmates, is a student motorist. Although he has a vehicle of his own to use for school, he also came late to class.
Rarely it does, but in usual times, like in school days or weekdays, I tend to get stuck in here for several minutes. I actually sit on the center aisle since there are no chairs available and the fact that I came late.
Although local ordinances were implemented to cover this traffic issue, it is not a permanent solution and is recurring as time progresses. Long-term solution is needed to resolve the overwhelming amount of these cases.
One solution suggests the implementation of the high visibility of intersections to improve urban safety and mobility. According to the Federal Highway Administration, over 50% of fatal and injury crashes happen at or near an intersection. By designing complete streets that are forgiving and intuitive for everyone sharing the roads, we can help reduce conflict points, prevent wrong-way driving and collisions, and improve urban safety.
Another related problem is the type of intersection and the road space. In Alberto Bull's write-up about traffic congestion, he also recommended to widen the road space itself and as well make a curvature on the edges of the intersection so that it can increase the visibility and to lighten up the traffic congestion.
Based on Marquez and Perez' write-up, another solution that is noteworthy is the continuous flow intersection design, also called a crossover displaced left turn intersection. Is a unique, efficient design that can eliminate congestion caused by drivers making left turns. With this type of interchange, a single traffic signal that normally alternates between 8 different movements at the intersection is replaced by 3 signals that only control 2 separate movements at each signal. There is a potential to stop 3 times. Once at the mid-block signal as you approach the intersection, once at the intersection, and once at the mid-block signal after leaving the intersection.
And lastly, decentralizing the city's urban core and achieving a proper distribution of land uses. This way, it can reduce the costs and improve the quality of traffic management, and to increase the revenues to the transportation economy of the locale. The personnels who are in charge might as well the local government unit are the ones that we should coordinate with in terms of traffic-related issues. This allows proper safety highway strategic plans to become possible, and that is where the economic importance of transportation comes into play. When the transport system is resolved, it will provide economic and social benefits and opportunities that are advantageous in terms of market accessibility, employment, and revenues. If these solutions were implemented, citizens like Dennis and Lester will be able to go to school at ease. It will make a difference to every citizen of Naga City if the objectives are met and achieved.